The only other thing I wanted to touch on, Keith, was Inverness Cally Thistle. Duncan
Yeah.
Ferguson's come out today and he's kind of admitted that he's working for free at the moment with the club. I think it looks like they're going into administration. In League One, they've won 1 game from 8 so far this season. I mean, I know he had a really successful career. He made good money, but that's still an incredible thing for any manager to do in this day and age.
It doesn't surprise you about Big Dunk, does it?
Aye.
It genuinely doesn't surprise me. I've known Big Dunk since I was 16. So, God, that's a while ago. 30 odd years and a bit. We actually played up front together for Central Region Schools Select.
Wow, I wasn't expecting it.
And we got to the semi-final of the Scottish Cup and we get put out in a replay by Tayside, and Christian Daly scored the winner for Tayside and they were wearing Dundee United strips, and I think wee Jim was all over that team as well.
Wow.
And I outscored Big Dunk. We played, I think I got 4 goals in that run. I think I outscored him. I think he got 2 or 3 or something. But
So how come you ended up in the Hotline Live and he ended up at Everton and
I don't
Newcastle?
know. Something went wrong. Something went badly wrong. But do you know something? Just a big down to earth. I mean, he's mental. He's absolutely mental. He is certifiable. And that's probably why you're not surprised that A, he took the job up there, B, he's stuck with it when things have clearly maybe not been as promised in the brochure, and C, when it's come into this, when it's got to this state, he's actually prepared to roll his sleeves up and just dig in, and that's the sort of guy he is. I mean, I don't think he'll be doing it indefinitely. If we were still mates, I'd probably be telling him, what you doing? Get out of there, because this thing is hurtling south. But he's the sort of guy that, you know, he might be inclined to go down with the ship if that's what's on the cards for Inverness. They're lucky to have him, even if the results aren't great. He's a figurehead. He's a guy that people will get behind. And in a crisis situation like that, they're extremely fortunate to have a man of that calibre sort of trying to lead them through it. 100%, no doubt about that.
Craig, watching live on YouTube, says he says Inverness get to a cup final, 15,000 turn up. So where are those glory hunters to help the club out now? I think that's a wee bit unfair, but I would say
that's
that
not just an Inverness phenomenon, is it?
Exactly. Exactly. I did like having Inverness as a kind of prominent team getting to cup finals in the Premier League. It was cool having a team from the Highlands, you know.
Yeah. Do you know what? Do you know why you liked it? Because you never had to go and report on it, so you didn't need to get up at 6:30 in the morning to drive up to Inverness for the 12 o'clock kickoff. That's
That
why
is
you
true.
quite liked it.
That is true. I did have to go to Ross County once, but you know that is true.
Once, all right,
once,
okay, oh, poor boy.
But you do. I mean, it seems unlikely at this point, but you do hope that Inverness can somehow bounce back.
I think they've got a tricky road to navigate here, don't they? This is starting to look pretty bleak. I think there's been more upheaval in the boardroom. I think this is full-blown crisis time now. And you just hope that they find a way, wherewithal financially to get through it and get out the other end. You wouldn't want to see a club like that, who has contributed so much to the kind of fabric and the history of Scottish football, albeit over recent times. You wouldn't want to see them kind of be facing a situation where they go to the wall, that's for sure. But I don't know. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't have a good feel about it at all. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying I genuinely think they're lucky that they've got Duncan Ferguson there. And you never know, just because of his sort of leadership qualities, people might be enthused to get behind him in a way that maybe ordinarily they just close the curtains on.
Joseph Agnew, watching live on YouTube, just to finish with this, Keith, he says, refers back to your school days. You don't look a day older. Good for you. Joseph, I think you need to get to Specsavers.
I had a hard paper round you, so this is what I look like as a teenager.